Realtors, are you ready to put a shockwave into your business for the rest of the summer? I've got the plan next. We know what happens during the summer. Agents take off. They go to the beach. They take long weekends. They're drinking their pina coladas or their spiked seltzers. It happens every year, and you should take days off. Don't get me wrong. This is a mistake that realtors make. They don't take any days off, and then they're totally burnt out. I'm not saying don't take time off. I'm saying be mindful of the season that you're in. This is no different than the month of December, where things typically slow down seasonally. And I see it as a huge opportunity to take market share, to be ready to convert and service the consumers that are out there that want to transact in real estate right now and over the next 7 weeks. So I'm going to give you the Summertime Shock Your Business plan over the next 7 weeks, and it's going to be really simple. And we're implementing this internally at our team. So the first thing you want to plan for, and notice, everything's going to be tied to math. How many days you plan to work and how many days you plan to take off. And it's got to be a number, and it's got to be in your calendar, because if it's not in your calendar, it's not going to exist. Then once you determine that, you know your working days and your off days, then the next step of this, and this is a one-page plan here, it's nothing crazy, because if it's more detailed than that or too complicated, you're never going to follow it. The next part is, what are your personal minimum standards around lead generation and follow-up on a daily and weekly basis? For example, I'm having a minimum of 2 hours of focused lead generation with no less than 15 conversations a day. See how it's all tied to math? You either hit it or you don't. That is the key with any goal, any commitment that you make. So what is your personal minimum standard around lead generation and follow-up on a daily and weekly basis? Maybe it's 1 hour of new conversations and 1 hour of follow-up conversations with a minimum of 20 conversations a day. It could be anything. That's component one. Component two, inbound lead generation and follow-up activities. Buyers go to the internet. Sellers go to the internet. Inbound leads are a thing. Zillow gets 3/4 of all internet search traffic for home buyers, so you'd be silly not to make that part of your plan. So, for example, 1 hour time block daily and a focus of a minimum of 10 calls and 6 texts to every inbound lead that I receive. Again, tied to math. So what are you doing for inbound leads? That's one lead pillar. Second, this is one of the most important. I view it as the most important. What is your listing generation activities that you're going to commit to? For example, 1 hour of outbound listing phone calls a day with a minimum of 5 appointments set per week on listing appointments. They got to be your commitments. They got to be your goals, not mine. I'm just giving examples, and everything's got to be tied to math. Then the fourth component here of the plan, after you determine your days on and days off, is your sphere business generation. So these are the people that know you, like you, trust you. Don't forget about them. It's easy to do that when markets change. People get away from what works. And what I know works is going after listings, working your sphere, and working inbound leads. That's a way to build a robust business. Those 3 lead pillars, whatever you're doing around listings, pick your own there. I mean, pick the one that you're going to be good at. You want to have a 3-pronged approach. So what are you doing for your sphere business generation? It could be pop buys. I want to do 15 pop buys a week. It could be 5 conversations with your sphere a day. Easy, simple, and very effective. It's got to be tied to math. And then the last part of this plan, and again, this is a 7-week plan. It is done with the intention of getting you right up to Labor Day. So the last part of the plan, what is your goal for the next 7 weeks? Is it 35 appointments set, 20 appointments that happen, and 5 listings taken and 7 pending sales? That's one example. That's one of the plans one of our team members came up with. The point is, plan out how many appointments you want to set, how many appointments you want to go on, how many listings you want to take, and how many homes you want to sell. All tied to math, all specific, all measurable. What this does, this gives you a target to aim for. So when you're taking that 3-day weekend because it's nice out, or you got family coming into town, or you're going on vacation because you've planned a vacation with your significant other, spouse, family, whoever, your friends, doesn't matter. You know what the game plan is on a daily and weekly basis when you're in the office, so you can short-term game plan and have a productive summer and not be one of those agents that shows up in September walking around saying, I'm ready to work, let's get back to it, fall is here, you're going to have blown those people out of the water. You got questions about this, you know where to connect with me.